welcome to this exercise on decimals. However, I am not going to tackle each and every sum over here because many of the sums are very similar, but we look at various specimens. Now, the first one was convert the following fractions into decimals: 7 upon 100. So, you know how to do it, right? So, you divide 7 by 100, and as you keep on dividing it, what happens is you get 0.07. Yeah. I hope all of you know the method of dividing it, otherwise I will show it to you here again. You put 7 as the dividend and 100 as the divisor, right? So, 100, does 7 go? No. So, 0, put a point, you can borrow a 0. 70 still cannot be divided by 100, so we put a 0 over here, alright, and we can borrow, because we have already put a decimal, we can borrow another 0. So, 700 can be divided by 100 7 times, alright. So, 700 minus 700 is a 0 over here, alright. So, this is how we divide decimals. This is what we have learnt in class also. So, I am not going to get into the division again and again. 5 over 200. So, you can reduce it into a smaller vulgar fraction divided by 5, take a common number, 5 ones are 5, okay, and 5 how many times 20? 4 times 20, so 540 is a 200. So, your answer will come as 0.025, alright. Now, remember here that you have to do this division wherever the numerator is capable of dividing the denominator, otherwise your answer, just converting it as if you were converting it by 100 or in a simple fraction where the numerator cannot divide or denominator. If you do it like that, then your answer will be wrong, because here the values would keep on changing of the denominator as well. 90 over 1000, right. So, you do the simple division and you get 0.09, alright. So, you get ultimately you get 9 over 100. So, there are two zeros. So, you get 0.09, the decimal place will be before 2 digits. Now, 25 over 100, again see 25 over 100 can be divided. So, it comes out to be 1 over 40, 1 over 40 we have already done earlier. So, 0.025. 15 over 300, see again it can be divided, 15 2s are 30, right, that also you can do a simple division, 15 2s are 30, right. So, it would be 1 over 20. I did a simple one, a longer one for you. I took a common number 5 and 3 over 60, 3 over 60 ultimately came to 1 over 20, or if you just do not want to do it in such a long manner, you just do 15 to the 30. So, 1 over 20 and your answer will be 0.05. Now, let us move forward to the other one, 20 over 10,000. So, how many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, you write 21, put 2 zeros before it, put a decimal point before it, right. Even if you do the simple division, you will get the same answer, 0.0021. Count the number of zeros in such cases where the numerator cannot divide the denominator, and just go ahead with it and put the decimal point before so many places. 18 over 200, now this can be divided by a common number, yes. So, 9 over 100 will give you 0.09. 12 over 200, right, similarly you do the divisions, 12 over 200. You can pause the video in between to look at the calculations, alright. So, you will get a 0.006. 83 over 100, right, 0.83, simple, 2 zeros, so 0.83. 20 over 100, 0.27, right. So, this is how you converted them into decimals. Now, I am coming to the next part. The next part talks about conversion into fractions using the simplest form. 0.25 becomes 25 over 100, so it becomes 1 by 4. This is a vulgar fraction that you get. 0.075 75 over 1000, right. So, further 5 515 is 75 and 5 200s are, so it comes out to be 340, 3 over 40. 0.80 similarly comes out to be 4 over 5, 32 over 100, 8 over 25, and this will be 7 over 1000. I think this was easy, this was the easier part. Now this proving, this is where you need to pay a lot of attention. Prove whether the following statements are correct or not. 7 over 10 is greater than 7 over 100. Now to prove it, you will have to first convert it into a decimal. 7 over 10 will become 0.7, 7 over 100 will become 0.07, right. So which one is bigger? This one is bigger. 0.7 is bigger than 0.07 because it becomes 0.07. So where the denominator increases, so it is a lesser number, it is a lesser value, all right. 3 over 6 over is it greater than 5 over 15? So first convert 3 over 6 into decimal points, so it is half, right, it is 0.5, and 5 over 15 will be 1/3, it is 0.33. So which one is greater? 0.5 is obviously greater than 0.33. So the statement is true. 5 over 40, 7 over 35. So 5 over 40 will become 1 by 8. So 0.125 you will have to do the calculation over here, and 7 over 35 will become 1/5, that is 0.2. So which one is greater? 0.2 is greater than 0.125. 1 over 100, is it greater, is it smaller than 1 by 10? Obviously, but how to do the calculations? 1 over 100 is 0.01 and 1 over 10 is 0.1. 0.01 is always lesser than 0.1, remember this, right. If there is a 0 after the decimal, that you know that before the number after the decimal, it makes it smaller than where there is no 0 after the decimal before the number, right. So this is something which you need to keep in mind. 2 over 50 and 2 over 100. Now 2 over 50 means 1 over 25, it is 0.04, right, and 2 over 100 is 1 over 50, 0.02. Now I have done some calculations for you. If you get confused, because here it is not a case of 0, here both have 0. So which one will be greater? The one which will have a bigger number will be greater than the smaller number, all right. So this is 4 over 100 and this is 2 over 100, right. So 2 over 50 obviously is greater than 2 over 100, all right. All right. Now let us look at the other sums. This is going to be a long video, okay children, you have to be patient. Answer the following in decimals. 5 by 10 of 2 kgs is how many kgs? Now what I usually do is, when I want to convert it into kgs, I would just use it first into grams, convert it into grams. So because it is easier for my calculations, 5 by 10 into 2000 is 1000 grams, 1000 grams is 1 kg, right. So your answer is 1 kg. 5 by 10 of 2 kgs is 1 kg, it is half, because 5 by 10 anyways is half, right. That way also it can be done. Another way, 5 by 10 of 2 kgs, so 5 by 10 is half, so half of 2 kgs is anyways 1 kg, yes or no? So this way also you could have done it, but just to show you so that you do not get confused, I am converting it first into grams and then using it. 3 by 18 of 40 grams is how many grams? 3 by 18 of 40, so 1 by 6, right, 1 by 6, 40 over 6, 20 over 3, 6.66 grams. Same unit to same unit conversion, 6.66 grams. 15 by 45 of 250 grams is how many grams? So 1/3 of 250 grams is 83.33 kg. So these calculations you will have to check and recheck and do them yourselves. 8 by 10 of 1 kg, 8 by 10 of 1 kg, 8 by 10 into 1000 grams, right. So I said I will convert it, so 800 grams, 800 grams will make it how many kgs? 0.8 kgs. So if you want to look at the calculation, 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams and x kg will be 800 grams, so x will be 800 over 1000, so 0.8 kgs. This is something which you should remember. 7 by 63 of 1 kilometer is how many kilometers? Interesting. 7 by 63 of 1000 meters will be 111.11 meters. So all the calculations done 1/9 of 1000, and then you will divide this, right. So 1 kilometer is 1000 meters, x kilometers is 111.11 meters, so 1000 11.11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 decimals, right. So you could have had 1, 1, 1, 1, 0.11111 since it was after the decimal point. So, there is no limit on the number of ones that would recur, it is a recurring decimal. So, this should be your answer. Answer the following, prove that 0.83 and 0.83300 are equal. Easy, 83 over 100, so and 8300 over 10,000 because there are how many digits, 1, 2, 3, 4 after the decimal point. So many zeros in the numerator, right. So, this also will become 83 upon 100. So, we have proved 83.83 is equal to 0.8300. So, proving, right, otherwise you know that if there are zeros after the digits in the decimal, it really makes no value, but to prove it we will have to follow this method, right. Mathematical proofs require long methods. 5.70, 570 over 100, right, will make it 57 over 100, and 5.700 is 57 over 100 over 10,000, right. So, 57 over 100, 5.70 is equal to 5.700. The video is already of 11 minutes. Is 7 upon 10 plus 8 upon 10 greater than 19 upon 20? So, first you add them, right. 15 upon 10 makes it 1.15, 19 upon 20 divide 19 by 20, 0.95, right. So, what happens? No, it is not greater because 0.95 is always greater than 0.15, therefore, 19 upon 20 is greater than 7 upon 10 plus 8 upon 10. Is 5 by 4 minus 2 by 8 smaller than 6 by 12 minus 3 by 24? 5 by 4 minus 2 by 8, take the LCM, you get 8, right. You remember this in fractions. So, practicing is also very important, alright. So, 5 2 is 10 because 4 2 is 8, so you multiply it by the same number. So, 8 upon 8 is 1, this is whole, and 6 over 12 minus 3 over 24. So, 12 2 is 24, 6 2 is 12, right, because LCM is 24. So, 12 minus 3 is 9 over 24, 9 over 24 further gives you 3 upon 8. So, 0.37, right. So, 0.37 obviously is smaller than 1, alright. So, what happens? This number 5 by 4 minus 2 by 8 is going to be greater than 6 upon 12 minus 3 upon 24. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and looking at the solutions. Still, if there are doubts, we will take them up in the next class. Thank you very much.